Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Flower Fairy here. So in today's reading, we're going to be looking at what messages the fairies have for you today. And I'm really excited to do this reading for you guys today because, as you know, the fairies are very near and dear to my heart. And I'm so excited to see what messages they have for you today and to relay those messages to you. So I have 3 crystals laid out here for you. And in the first group, we have this lovely Sunstone crystal, large Sunstone crystal. I'll hold it up here for you. Beautiful crystal. And then in group number 2, we have this beautiful ocean Jasper crystal. You can see here it's got a few different colors in it. Beautiful crystal. And then in group number 3, we have this peach Moonstone crystal. So take a minute and focus on the crystals and decide which one speaks to you the most. Which one are you the most drawn to? And once you've chosen your crystal, you can scroll down to the description box below where I have timestamps listed for each crystal. And you can click on the timestamp and you will be directly forwarded to your reading. So let's get started. Hi, group number 1. So you chose this lovely large Sunstone crystal here. And I'm going to place it right here. And I'm going to start by getting some oracle messages here for you from the fairies today to see what messages they have for you and what's maybe important for you to focus on right now. So, fairies, what messages do you have for group 1 today, fairies? What messages do you have for group 1? Okay, so we have lost and found here. And I'll hold the card up for you. And it says, lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. Beautiful card, group 1. So I'm going to take a look in the book here and read to you what it says about this card. So give me a minute here. Okay, so I have found it. So it says lost and found. The lost and found fairy collects lost treasures and keeps them for a rainy day, revealing them when they're needed most. She is attracted to shiny things and often keeps company with magpies and crows, for they too have a keen eye for things that sparkle. If you see these birds, this fairy is probably nearby. If you've misplaced something, either materially or spiritually, call on this helpful fairy to find it. She will often leave little hints, tips, and clues. She may remind you to be practical, for example, if you've lost your keys. Retrace your last steps in your mind. Where were you when you last saw them? This fairy often appears in autumn and winter time. In autumn, animals often bury food, ready to sustain themselves during the colder months, and seeing them do this could be a sign to stash away the things that will sustain you too. These could be material things such as food and money. Remember, she is a very practical fairy. Or you might stash away cherished memories inside your heart and tap into them whenever you need a spiritual boost. The lost and found fairy also reminds us that it's okay to lose things. Perhaps you never really needed them anyway, or their time and purpose has been served. It's no use crying over spilt milk could also be the message she brings. Let it go, get a cloth and clean it up. Then go and get some more milk, ideally vegan nut milk, if you really need it. So beautiful card, group number 1, and it seems to be talking about something maybe that you've lost in your life here, and something maybe that needs to be found, or something that you've been looking for. And the fairies seem to be saying, you know, they really want to help you find this. So that's a beautiful message here, group number 1. So I'm going to get another card here for you. Fairies, what messages do you have for group 1 today, fairies? What messages do you have for group 1? What messages do you have for group 1, fairies? What messages for group 1? Okay. So we have Guardian Angel of the World, and it says, allow yourself to grow with your angel's protective light shining all around you. And that's a beautiful card here, group number 1. And it seems to be saying that you have a guardian angel around you right now. And this guardian angel is protecting you. So that's really beautiful, group number 1. And I'm going to take a look here in the book and just read you what it says about this. So it says, I shine for you when your light dims, for I see that at times you feel vulnerable. But the way forward is strong, and you can embrace a new way of thinking, that you are a generous and powerful being, and that you can shine your own light for others to feel welcome and safe in your company. So never doubt your strength. Allow yourself to grow within my protection. So that's really beautiful, group number 1. And it shows me that, you know, you really do have the fairies and the angels watching over you right now. So let me get another card here for you. What messages do you have for group 1, fairies, today? What messages do you have? Okay, so we have this card here coming up. So let me take a look at the book here, see what this means. And so the card is called the Gentleman. And the key word for the card is analytical. And it says, the house of the gentleman is the masculine house with all the stereotypes and archetypes of masculinity. The lady in the house of the gentleman would show that women in the situation should take on a more masculine quality, depending on what that might mean for her and the other cards in the reading. So the angels seem to be saying here, the fairies, group number 1, that maybe you need to show a little more of your masculine side in your everyday life. And this could mean being more analytical, being more, showing more your power, your strength, and, you know, really showing that side of yourself. So that seems to be an important message for you today, group 1. So let me get another card here for you, another message. So fairies, what messages do you have for group 1 today? Fairies, what messages do you have for group 1 today? What messages do you have, group 1? What messages do you have, fairies, for group 1 today? Okay, we have coming up here Little Boy Blue, and it says dreams come true, return of the soul. So that's a beautiful card, group 1. And let me see here, I'm going to get the book to see what that means. Okay, so it says, hope and promise are reborn in your life as this beautiful baby fairy brings you innocence, trust, hope, and the proof that there are beautiful new things in this world that have not been conditioned into unbelieving. This is a new incarnation, either of a new soul being brought in around you or your chance to be reborn without passing, your chance to become as a child again and be born anew without the physical return to source this time. This new baby brings union. People of all kinds of different worlds can be drawn together now peacefully and can feel happy and safe with each other. This child represents the new world into which we are all to be born and in which our intuitive possibilities will be enormously strong. This will be a time of fast growth and incredible development. Do not see the baby as blank, for babies grow and transform each day, renewing cells and energy, and are not closed at all to the wonders of the magic around them. They have no words as yet, and so express themselves with perfect truth and honesty. They change and yet are utterly true to who they are. And of course, they are so strong and powerful. It is time for you to be as a babe in the world, to truly hear and see and know for the first time, to approach with an innocent heart, to know that being human is to be all and is a great gift. And you, as are we all, are responsible for the children of the world and responsible for helping them have a future on this planet. It is an awesome and sacred task. And now I'm going to read for you the divinatory meaning of the card. So it says, lighten up and feel joy, for your hopes are going to be given form, feeling, and spirit. New projects are coming into the world, the discovery of a gift. Babies, children, innocence, and laughter. Letting go of old concepts and ideas that no longer serve. Approaching life with the open heart of the child. This is a card representing someone who is at home with their sensitivity and their psychic abilities, and who is able to help the world simply through being themselves, who they are at their core, and using their beautiful, innate, intuitive talents. So that's a beautiful card to get, group number 1. And I think it's really saying, it's important for you right now to get in touch with your inner child and your childlike nature, and really approach the world from that viewpoint, that everything is new and everything is fresh, and there's no preconceived notions, just sort of go out into life with that attitude. And I see that you have a lot of spiritual gifts, you have a lot of intuitive gifts, and I think the fairies just want you to get in touch with those gifts and really try to use them, and that's really special and beautiful, group number 1. So now I'm going to just get a final card for you here, a crystal card, just to see what comes up for you. So you got the Lemurian quartz card. And here's a picture of the crystal. It's a beautiful, clear crystal. And I'm going to read it for you. It says, Lemurian quartz is identifiable by its blushing hue and the ladder-like horizontal grooves that climb up its face. Its name is a shout-out to Lemuria, a fabled lost continent, whose highly evolved inhabitants, some far-out folks insist, now live under Mount Shasta in California. Who needs it? Anyone in need of a vacation from their thoughts. Where to put it? Lemurians are like wands. Point them at body parts, friends, and other crystals that need more juice. When to use it? Whenever someone or something you love needs a zap of healing energy, awaken your inner wizard, or witch and cast a spell with Lemurian quartz. And it says, escape your mind. So that seems to be saying, group one, that you might need sort of a vacation here from thinking, from sort of your thoughts. And, this crystal might be helpful to you, if you're in need of this healing energy. And it might be something that is worthwhile for you. So that concludes your reading, group number one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you will always be informed when I upload a new video. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Group number two, so you chose the Ocean Jasper crystal. I'm going to hold it up here for you. It's a lovely sort of blue grayish crystal with different striations of lines here. I'm going to place it right here. And I'm going to start out by getting some messages from the fairies here for you to see what they want to tell you today. So, fairies, what messages do you have for group two today? What messages do you have, fairies, for group two today? Okay, so the first card we have here is Wish Wisely. And it says, use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps toward making your dreams come true. So that's a really beautiful card, group number two. And I'm going to take a look here in the book to read you the meaning of this card here. So give me a second here. Okay, so it says, what is the wish dearest to your heart? The Fairy Queen of Wishes reminds you to use your wishes wisely and to take action to make your dreams come true. Do you feel worthy to receive your wish? Clear any spiritual obstacles you're aware of and prepare to receive. Wishing and manifesting are very similar. Start by simply writing your wish or wishes on a piece of paper. This is the first act of manifestation. As your pen touches the paper, you're starting to ground your wish into this earthly realm. Then imagine what it will feel like if your wish is granted. Visualizing your wish will help to bring it into being. Sit quietly in meditation for a while, then say out loud, Dear fairies, this is my wish. Please help it to be. I am open for you to inspire me. When you wish in this way, you're co-creating with the fairies. Now be receptive to any signs or inspiration you receive over the coming days and weeks. When you pull this card, it may be that you're about to receive a fairy gift, or you're being reminded to offer a gift to someone else. Perhaps it's their birthday or anniversary. Receiving a gift reminds someone that another person cares about them. And sometimes when we give a gift, we make a wish come true for that person. Of course, the highest form of giving is to do so without thought of receiving in return. So that's a really beautiful card, group number one. And I think the fairies are saying here that, you may be about to receive, a wish that you've had, and they really want you to use your wishes wisely and to really manifest in your life what you want to come true, what you want your life to look like. And so it's a really special time for you, group 2, because the fairies are with you, they're supporting you, and they want to help make your dreams come true. So that's a really wonderful card to get. So now I'm going to get another message for you here. So fairies, what messages do you have for group 2 today? What messages do you have for group 2? And we have Angel with Flower Garland. And it says, I am the magic in your heart. Open your mind and listen and shine out to others around you. So I'm going to get my little book here and look this up for you. So it says, I am the magic in your heart. However, because you often feel unworthy, you deny my presence. Listen and bring in that dimension of purpose that dispels doubts and will allow you to flourish. Why do you hold back when in fact you are already shining out to those around you? Open your heart and mind and allow the magic to begin, knowing you are safe in its energies. So that's really wonderful, group number 2. And it's showing me here that, if you've been feeling unworthy lately, or sort of having doubts about yourself, your abilities, your purpose, the fairies really just want you to know that you are special and you have magic inside of you. And, this fairy here really wants to make you aware of that and wants you to sort of open your mind and shine, to those around you. So that's really beautiful, group number 2. So I'm going to get another message here for you. So fairies, what messages do you have today for group 2? What messages do you have for group 2 today, fairies? What messages do you have for group 2, fairies? What messages do you have for group 2? Okay, so we have this card right here. And I'm going to take a look at what this card means for you. So this card is called the Mice, and the keyword for it is productivity. And it says, this is the house of being busy and getting the work done. It is the house of the silent worker, the worker who is working away, slaving for the good of the whole, but is often not recognized. The work is often done by the little people, who get little reward in return. It can be the position of loss, but only if you do not heed its message. So this position is the sinkhole of the spread and should be noted in every reading. So the fairies here seem to be saying that, right now it's a good time for you to be productive in your life. And you may be working so hard right now and feeling sort of unrecognized for it. You may be feeling like you're doing all the work and you're not really getting rewarded or recognized. But the fairies really want you to know that they see what you're doing and they appreciate it, and they really want you to keep going in your efforts, in your work, because it really is going to lead to productivity and success and abundance for you. And so that's a really important message for you to hear today, I think, group number 2. So I'm going to get another card here for you. So what messages do you have for group 2, fairies? And we have Green Man's Door here. And it says, Portals to Fairy, Wheel of the Year, Galactic and Gaian Entry Points. So I'm going to take a look at what this card means here. And it says, the fairy know that there are times when the door to their realm is firmly well shut. They choose when and to whom the door will open. And while they may not look like they are on guard, the beautiful fairy maiden swinging oh so casually on the handle, and the green man of the wood literally behind her, will not let any pass unless they have shown they are good and wild at heart. But what the fairy also know, and what you are about to learn, is a great secret, for there are 8 great doors to fairy every 13 moons, and they are as old as Mother Earth herself, and are powerful portals to other dimensions and worlds. Each of these great doorways and portals occurs throughout what witches call the Wheel of the Year, and they run from sundown to sundown of the following day. You all learned of these times when you were very little, when you had time on your own amongst nature. We fairies showed you the door and told you when this door would open. You just had to know and to stay aware. You just need to remember again when the doors open wide between the world of fairy and your own. These 8 special times have long been covered or changed or smothered by other lore, but now you know their true magics. You too can experience the door opening. Know that if you choose to connect with fairy at these times, you are entering a world between the worlds that is very real and utterly true, and can bring many things to fruition in your own world in record time, as fairies are not impeded by our reckoning of days and nights. 4 of these doorways occur as the Earth Mother breathes, grows, and changes throughout the 13-moon circle others call a year, and 4 are of the galactic web in which she is weaving our own Earth dreaming and magics. By connecting with each of the 8 great festivals, you too will connect with powers of this earth and beyond her. You will connect strongly with your fairy self, which is both of this earth and beyond her too. You will be in tune with magic, and by doing so, you will notice addictive relationships. Compulsions to eat and partake of alcohol or foods that are not in tune with your magical, etheric earth self will fall away. These doorways, once walked through, can assist you in detaching from harmful thoughts and behaviors. Walking through these doorways heals. And here is the divinatory meaning for the card. You are about to pass through a potential doorway of time. Thus, you will soon have access to other dimensions and realities, including that of the fairy. It is time to consider becoming a walker between the worlds, to draw back the veil and to part the mists. To do so will bring healing, change, and powerful magics into your current reality. Ask the Green Man and the Fairy Maiden for permission to enter and make an offering. Then prepare for deep, beautiful, abiding change. Please see the front section of the guidebook for the earthly dates of the doorways. Make an offering, place your hand on the door, and push ever so gently. Then she will open. So that's a really beautiful card, group 2, and it's showing me that, you know, you really are special to the fairies, and they really want to open their doors to you, and they actually are inviting you into their world. And you know, they really just want you to sort of open that door, be open to them, recognize them, believe in them, you know, and I think you'll be able to just manifest magic in your life. You already have, you know, these abilities, and you know, the fairies just really want you to use them, and you know, to really sort of open that door, because you know that door is open to you and it's not open to everybody. So really really think about that, group number 2, and just know that you're special. Okay, so I'm going to pull one more card here for you, and it's a crystal card. And you received this card right here, which is the turquoise. And this is what it looks like. And it says, brilliant blue-green turquoise has been rocked by humans longer than almost anything, since like 5000 BCE. From Lhasa to Marrakech to Tucson, turquoise is, was, and always will be both go-to protector and a fashion statement. Who needs it? Anyone whose voice has gone AWOL. Where to put it? Set in sterling silver rings, big old belt buckles, and bolo ties, on the podium, open mic night, and wherever else you need to speak up or speak out. When to use it? When you feel disconnected from the things that make you human. When you've got something to express, get it out with turquoise. Speak your truth. So that's a really beautiful card, group 2, and it tells me that, you know, if there is something that you've been wanting to say maybe, or, you know, you feel like your voice hasn't been heard and you really want to communicate something, this card is really saying, you know, speak your truth, speak out, you know, don't hold it in, don't hold it back. And, you know, the turquoise stone may be helpful to you right now in terms of using your voice, expressing yourself. It's a really beautiful crystal, as you can see here. So it may be something good to have around or to have handy right now. And the fairies just seem to be saying it's a good stone for you. So that concludes your reading today, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so that you will always be informed when I upload a new video. And otherwise, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, group number 3. So you chose the Peach Moonstone crystal. I'm going to hold it up here for you so you can get a better look at it. It's a lovely crystal. I'm going to place it right here. And I'm going to start by getting some messages for you here from the fairies to see what they have to tell you today. So fairies, what messages do you have today for group 3? What messages do you have for group 3, fairies? What messages do you have for group 3 today, fairies? What messages? What messages? Okay, so you have the New Beginnings card, and it says, this fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So that's a beautiful card, group number 3. And I'm going to read to you what it says in the guidebook for this card. So it says, this fairy godmother is overjoyed to bring news of a birth. This could be the birth of a child or an idea. Either way, it's wonderful news, and there's an aura of happiness and celebration surrounding you right now or in the near future. Your precious dreams and wishes will soon attract a personal fairy godmother who will help them to gestate under her protection before they're delivered into the world. If this message doesn't apply directly to you, then someone close to you may be about to reveal that a child will soon be born, or that an idea is soon to be released into the world. All births are cause for celebration, so it could be down to you to mark this momentous occasion and host a special party or gathering to honor the new arrival. The birth of a baby or an idea often comes with a feeling of pride and love. and it's totally fine to feel proud of your own or someone else's achievements. After all, it takes a lot of super hard work to get to this birthing stage. This type of pride is a healthy feeling. It's pride from a pure heart and not from the ego. This card also serves as a message that you can be your own fairy godmother. Imagine if you had the power to make your own dreams and wishes come true, like Glinda the Good Witch of the South explains to Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz when she says, "You had the power all along, my dear." So that's a wonderful card, group number 3, and it seems to be saying that there may be a new beginning coming in your life. And as the card said, this could be the birth of a child, a human being, or it could be the birth of an idea, something that you've been working on, something that you've been thinking of. And, you seem to have this fairy godmother energy around you right now, that the fairies really want to bring something into creation for you here. And, it's just speaking about this new beginning that you're going to have. So that's really wonderful, group number 3. So I'm going to get another message here for you. So what messages do you have, fairies? So you received the Wisteria Fairy card, and it says, unleash the power within you to make changes. Ask to be given the wisdom that will allow you to grow. So that's a beautiful card, group 2. And I'm going to read to you from the book what this card means. So it says, unfortunately, you are never very sure of the role you play in life, for you haven't felt powerful for some time. Because of this, the need to move on is something that you have not considered, as it seems alien to your thinking. Open your mind and feel powerful enough to make that change, and you will find that a positive result ensues. All you have to do is ask for the wisdom to be given to you, and you will grow in a way that will empower you to widen your strengths and embrace more understanding. So that's a beautiful card, group 3. And the fairies, I think, really just want you to really gain back your inner power here. They seem to be saying that you might be feeling a little bit lost right now. You might not be feeling powerful, able to make changes in your life, let things go, and it sort of goes along with this card with the new beginning here. I think the fairies really just want you to recognize what might not be working in your life anymore, let it go, and then, start anew, and let, like they say, when one door closes, another door opens, so really just focus on gaining back your power, your strength, your ability to make changes in your life. And I think, that will lead to this new beginning here for you. So that's really important for you today, group number 3. So I'm going to get another card here for you. So fairies, what messages do you have for group 3 today? What messages do you have for group 3 today, fairies? What messages do you have for group 3 today? What messages do you have for group 3, fairies? What messages? Okay, and you received this card right here. I'm going to take a look in the book and get the meaning here for you. So this card is called The Ways, and the keywords are choice and decision. And it says, this is the house of making decisions and acting upon them, and considering the long-term implications of these choices. It can, however, be a case of the road less traveled that turns out to be the best one. There is no right or wrong way, and you must choose your way. You will just take your pick, as you cannot go both ways at once. So, as you can see in the card here, this fairy is sort of walking down a path, and there's two different directions here. So that shows me that, you might have a choice coming up, group 3. And the fairies seem to be saying that, there really is no right or wrong way, but you really just need to make a choice and stick to it, be firm about your decision. And, I think this goes along really well actually with the rest of your reading here, because, they were talking about how you need to empower yourself right now, make choices in your life, that will lead to these new beginnings. And, this seems to just be going along with that here. The fairies really just want you to really, like I said, empower yourself, believe in yourself, and know that, at the end of the day, you will make the right choice. You will. You just need to have confidence in yourself, have faith, and then, just make the choice that seems best for you. So that's really special, group number 3. So I'm going to get another message here for you. So what messages do you have, fairies, for group 3 today? What messages do you have for group 3, spirit and fairies? What messages do you have for group 3 today? So we have fairy lovers here, and it says new love, courtship, romance, falling in love. And that's a beautiful card, group 3. I'm going to take a look at the book here and get the meaning for you. So it says, oh, new love. Enchanting and all-important, it is like breath, food, or water. We fall in love, and all the world is lovely to us. We radiate a dense kind of golden glow. Our brain activity changes. We find it hard to sleep and eat, and our chakras are wide open and spinning and spinning. Our cells sing to our beloved, and oh, how we pine for them, even to be with them for a moment. We think of them all the time, for that is the best thing to being with them all the time. New love can be stronger than the will to live, and finding love can give us the desire to live forever with our beloved. It is not the same as mere lust or desire. It is altogether more necessary for our existence than either, splendid though they can be. When we fall in love, we experience euphoria, bliss, and rapture on such levels that to return to a normal state seems wrong, unnatural, and like a denial of our love. Our chemistry changes and our dopamine levels fire up, leaving us feeling like we are about to receive the greatest gift possible. And we are. Love is sweet and powerful, and it is nectar to our own divinity. These fairy lovers here have found each other. They are courting still, and they know not yet the sweet rapture of giving into the desire. But it is coming, as is yours. There will soon be flirtation, intoxicating interplay, and a flurry of exquisite energetic activity between you and another. You are about to be intoxicated and drink of fairy nectar, and know what it is to be alive fiercely, brightly. Fear not that it will burn bright and brief. This flame, if you accept the cycles of magical time, could last forever, smitten, crushed, an ambrosia drinker. And the divinatory meaning says, you are about to fall in love. It is most likely to be with a beautiful other who you will be spellbound by. Do not fear, they will love too. And the rapture that will come from this coming together will outweigh all the fear you have experienced or anticipate experience at its loss in the past. This love is new, but it may also be the experience of the revival of a deep, fresh love in a mature relationship. Courtship, being romanced and swept off your feet. You will find you and your love are both magical beings who respond best to being outdoors. Making love under the trees will help you stay in love and experience ecstatic union. A wild, free, deep, and true love is in bud. O rapture, O deepest and wildest of joys. So that's beautiful, group number 3. And the fairies seem to be wanting to tell you today that, you know, there may be a new love that's going to come into your life soon, and really sweep you off your feet. You know, it looks like it's going to be a really beautiful relationship. And, you know, this could also be, you know, if you aren't single and you're seeing somebody, it could be the renewal of a relationship. You know, someone that you've had a relationship with for a while, you know, and may have lost the spark. You know, things might be renewed here. And, you know, so that's really beautiful. And I think just an important message for you here today, group 3. So I'm going to get one final card here from this crystal deck to get an idea of what crystal might be helpful to you right now. So fairies, what crystal is important for group 3 right now? What crystal is important for group 3 right now? What crystal is important for group 3? Okay, so we have the garnet crystal here. Hopefully you can see that. It's a beautiful red crystal, and it says what it is. Garnets are deep pomegranate to fiery red stones that have lit wrists for centuries. Garnets come in many forms, like almandine, grossular, and spessartine, to name 3. Gorgeous garnets gush with positive vibes and are the perfect sparkly accessories to an I got this attitude. Who needs it? Writers who aren't writing, painters who aren't painting, sexual beings who aren't sexing. Where to put it? Any place you want to make something, be it art, love, or dollar bills. When to use it? When you feel like the real you is getting lost in the sometimes shallow, often materialistic priorities of a likes-driven culture. So that's a beautiful card, group 3. And, you know, the fairies seem to be saying, you know, this stone or this crystal may be helpful to you right now. If you're not feeling inspired, you know, you're not feeling maybe artistic, you know, you're not really expressing your, you're not really expressing yourself. You're not really expressing the real you. You may want to get one of these crystals, keep one around. You know, it may help with your energy. It may help with that artistic expression, that bringing the real you out inside you. And I'll show it to you one more time just so you can get an idea of what it looks like here. It's a beautiful sort of red to orange colored crystal. And so that's really beautiful, group 3. So that concludes your reading today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up down below. And also, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, don't forget to do so that you will always be informed when I upload a new video. And I thank you all for being here today, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.